In this lecture, we're going to be talking about addiction and abuse, a rational emotive behavior therapy system to deal with addiction and abuse and work on coping mechanisms. We're going to talk about absolutistic demanding, behavior conditioning, and social conformity. First, you need to control your craving by identifying it as something you want and not something that you need. It is not a must, but it is a want. Once you identify it as something that is not a need, but it is something that you just want, you will be walking towards the right journey. To understand that this addiction is based on a personal preferential analysis, where you don't necessarily need the substance you're taking, but you want to take it. If you're addicted to smoking, you don't need nicotine, but you want nicotine. Your body is craving it, not because you need it, but because you want it. And you usually want it because it's linked to certain feelings that you enjoy. If you try a substance and you go through such a horrible experience, you most likely won't get addicted and abuse this substance. But if it gives you a lot of pleasure and a lot of happiness and joy, then you're more likely to get addicted and abuse the substance. So rational emotive behavior therapy will move us towards behavior conditioning, where you will condition your behavior and link substance abuse to negative outcomes, while you link positive reinforcement to properly affect self-control. When you rationally think about all the bad outcomes that this addiction or this substance abuse is causing you, we all know that thoughts lead to action. You usually think before acting, and even though you're craving the substance, and of course, this is not something that's going to happen overnight. For you to use rational emotive behavior therapy to overcome addiction and substance abuse, it is going to take a while. But first, you need to change your stream of thoughts, your mentality, and your mindset from a rational perspective by pointing out the negative outcomes that are basically deriving from the substance abuse. And you link all the positive outcomes that you will enjoy once you stop your addiction or your substance abuse, which will motivate you to get on the right journey. As you start developing a proper way of thinking, a rational way of thinking where you want to avoid substances and addiction, you might fall into the problem of social conformity. You need to avoid circles that encourage the rationality of substance abuse. People who are addicted to substance and who abuse certain substances thinking that it is okay when in your opinion it is not okay. Being in those social circles will eventually influence your sense of rationality and you will relapse again into the substance abuse. So you need to identify what's going on, reinforce positive behavior with positive outcomes, and block negative behavior through negative outcomes while maintaining the progress and avoiding any kind of social situations that can cause relapses through reconditioning your sense of rationality.